football. It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so we got some interesting news, and this is the kind of news we always tend to get many times when Canelo has a fight coming up. And it's really normally only when Canelo has a fight coming up. It's never when it's other fighters for the most part. But Canelo Alvarez, he's fighting John Ryder May the 6th. You know, it's a fight that, you know, I'm excited about. Because I actually like John Ryder, and I think he's going to give a good fight. And I think boxing fans are going to be entertained. I think the Mexican fans are going to be entertained. And I think it'll be a great fight for as long as it lasts, you know, or however long it lasts, you know. John Ryder, to me, is one of the most underrated 168-pounders in the world. He's really should have beaten Canelo Smith and been champion years ago, but you know, God is the best of planners, and that's why we're here now. You know, it just wasn't meant for him on that particular day to get the decision over Canelo Smith. But interesting news come out of the WBC, as they have once again, they've come and they've done it again. They have created a special commemorative belt for Canelo Alvarez, and this belt is the Jalisco belt. That's what it's called, the Pueblo Jalisco belt. And basically this belt, according to Mauricio Suleiman, is to honor the heritage of Jalisco, Mexico, in which where the fight is taking place, and things like that. But let's be real, we only hear these belts, like, for the most part, we only hear these belts. I mean, I know Fury's had a belt. He had a belt one time that the WBC made for him, but this whole creating a commemorative belt concept, it started with Canelo Alvarez. The Mayan belt, the Maticio belt, for previous fights he's had. And anytime I see this, the first thing I think to myself is, there is no way in hell that the opponent is getting a decision if the sanctioning body is creating a belt to honor the heritage of Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? Now, shout out to the Mexican people, you know. I fuck with the Mexican people. I'm wearing a Mexican TMT shirt on, you know. I love the Mexicans, and I love Mexican women. Anybody who knows, I love Mexican women. I love Mexican music. I love Mexican culture. But it's not a good look when the president of the WBC is making all these commemorative belts for fights to honor the Mexican fighter, even if he doesn't mean to look like he's being biased or sliding things in Canelo's favor. It just makes it look like that. And you should always try your best in anything, not just boxing, but in anything, business, life, relationships, anything. Flee from the appearance of evil. If it looks like it's evil, if it looks like it's the wrong thing to do, then don't do it. You know, and John Ryder really has insurmountable odds. You want to talk about insurmountable odds? It's hard enough to fight Canelo Alvarez in Las Vegas. Dimitri Bivol, absolutely, you know, we won't say it loud because we're in Japan and they have a whole thing about being loud here, but, you know, exposed. Dimitri Bivol exposed Canelo Alvarez. Beat him easily. It wasn't a tough fight for him at all. And even then, you know, you had some judges that had the fight close, where like if he didn't win 9 or 10 rounds, he would have lost the fight. So with that being said, John Ryder is going to need a knockout, because he's not going to outbox Canelo. I don't think that's happening. He's going to need to seriously beat up and hurt Canelo Alvarez. Now, what the odds that happening, I don't think they're the highest, but I also don't think it's impossible, because Canelo Alvarez has this thing now where he gets tired, and, you know, people keep saying Canelo Alvarez gets tired in fights, and he said himself he gets tired in fights, and the stamina problems from the past are starting to rear its ugly head again. And John Ryder is the kind of guy that gets better as fights go along. So if Canelo Alvarez doesn't hurt this guy or stop him in the first 6-7 rounds, this could become a really problematic fight for him down the stretch, just because of the pace that John Ryder fights at. So watch that, you know, part of the fight. But there's, out of all the opponents, let me tell you this, I'll end the video on this note. Out of all the opponents Canelo Alvarez has ever faced in his whole career, all the guys that have ever faced him, I don't think there's ever been a fighter ever that's had more odds to overcome for a fight than John Ryder for this fight. I mean, let's be real. Canelo Alvarez is the more talented fighter than John Ryder, so that already puts him at a disadvantage. Then they're having the fight in Mexico, which Canelo hasn't fought in Mexico in like over 10 years. So then you have that. Now you got the governing body making commemorative belts to honor the Mexican culture for the Mexican fighter, that's for the fight that's taking place in Mexico. So I think John Ryder's mental fortitude, his ability to focus in and put in a proper shift and a performance, it's going to be really tested in this fight. And I'm looking very forward to seeing how he responds, because he's a physically strong fighter, southpaw. I don't think he's coming into the box with Canelo Alvarez. And that's why I'm excited about the fight. But that's the news. The WBC creates another commemorative belt to honor Canelo Alvarez in Mexican culture. And pretty much they're saying, yeah, Canelo's going to win the fight. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What do you think of these commemorative belts? Do you feel like when the WBC does this, that it's basically saying that Canelo's going to win and we're not giving the other guy a decision? What do you guys think in the comments down below? Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this video, click right here and make sure you subscribe. Much love from sunny South Florida.